Everybody's having a happy Valentine's Day so far. And starting tonight and tomorrow, and as much as we can get into Sunday, we are going to play Horizon Zero Dawn until clear. One, to kind of make up some hours for not playing any this week. Sorry about that. And we're going to get into it and see what goes down. To note about like why we didn't play any this week was more due to paycheck hit Friday and Wi-Fi was acting funny on Tuesday, which is our normal stream, and then on Thursday was dinner with my grandmother for my birthday. But we were going to when we got home, but PSN went out yesterday, not like their network was down, like they told me that I had to pay for it because I bought my PlayStation on or 2 days before I on my birthday. My dad bought it for me and was like, "Hey, here's your PlayStation because I bought you a PlayStation." And I was like, "Cool." And so for my entire life, I've always gotten paid on the day that I had to renew. Not this year. And I was like, "Oh well, we can't play for a day. Dang it." But like I said, guys, we are gonna have a nice long stream tonight. At some point, we're probably gonna get the. I don't even remember where I am. Search the information about.
Dr. Salvo, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Fair. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on? Oh.
I love this part.
What is this thing? Maker's End?
Yeah. So I like this part because it's going to be a lot of searching around, trying to find as much extra information as you can, because everything you find is going to give you more information as to what the fuck happened in the past. And I want to know as much about like the background of this game. And I feel like Peanut wants to go out. Let's go. Peanut!
Ah, fucking damn it.
There's stuff. Luckily, like the game kind of gives you a cheat mechanic. It'll always tell you where something is, and then you have to find it.
Forget about traveling light.
Your shit.
Oh shit! Sorry guys, hit the wrong button. Alright, so apparently I can't take any more ritual.
No, you cannot. You need to either sell some or use a shit ton of it and quit collecting it.
Oh, all capacity is full.
Uh-huh.
Alright,
So
craft.
much of it.
I can't craft.
You need to upgrade your fucking Doge.
Yeah, I know I need to, but trust me, I'm not going to be finding any of that stuff in here. Alright guys, so right now I'm just looking through to see if I can craft anything to make a little bit of extra space. Okay, I didn't know what these did ever, so I've never made them. Okay, so I might as well make all of these since I have all the stuff.
Nice.
I did all that basically to see if I could save myself. And yes, I got myself like 4 extra slots. Now to do a quick check and make sure like none of those flowers. Yeah, so all those flowers that I used that basically were taking up space were all things that like I had never made and never used because they were never things that I thought I needed.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded, so that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Hearts Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember what you find out here, and it's gonna be epic. Oh yeah, she finds out all kinds of information, but we're not gonna spoil it for the viewers.
Well,
Deathbringer. Or a statue of
Like,
blood
they're
anyway.
gonna enjoy this.
A machine. Built to kill. They honored it.
Welcome to Federal Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Federal leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Fero Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Fero remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always
No,
surprising.
I'm looking around. for
Fero
extra
Automated
things.
Solutions.
It's gonna be
For every problem of life, a smart solution.
when you're going,
So they made the
when
Focus.
you're doing this, you confuse the
25,000
world.
That's bigger than a tribe.
Welcome to Fero Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today.
It's been common in
With over 25,000.
That's great. I was trying to listen to the thing that the thing was saying, but Aloy decided to start talking at the exact same time.
I'm gonna do your Aloy was saying.
Okay. What was really interesting on the whole, like,
What was
let's
this
build
place?
machines.
What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
Alright.
Hey, look, born March 11, 2020.
Oh, God. Can I get that basket? The waste basket.
I can't even get it out anymore.
Wasn't this like alright.
I don't want it later, and I don't want to do it for scripts.
Alright. Grace Mine, Grace, Carson City, Nevada, enrolled in Stanford,
Yada, yada, yada.
2040, 20 Barrow, Automated Solutions, and Junior Scientist. Yes. Okay, so she worked for the company and quit for we don't know why. Yeah, and then she was really smart, but she quit. Thought it was. Okay, so after he hired Ted, hired Sobek, and when she came to his company, it thrived due to the fact that she had made all these things that like got us past the climate change crisis. And through all this, Ted used that, marketed it, and then after she left, he went into the military sector and became very wealthy. Oh, God. Jesus. In the year 2055, this dude had 61% of the market of automated military platforms.
Jesus.
Your best bet, I was going to say, is to probably hit the wall.
This thing is a little
Okay.
fat. And we've got fucking
90 founders, pharaohs. Anyway, so he controlled 61% of the market for all automated military robots. So basically, no pilot necessary
no.
and no one was controlling it. This thing knew what to do completely on its own. You basically pointed and it went and did its job. An association of individuals from assertive law. No, this is basically just telling you what a corporation is. Alright, that'll work. And yes, guys, when we actually do this and it's not a stream, we will be editing this out. But I need to know it for, like, my personal reasons, because I like knowing these things. Oh, wait, that's just information. Send Huh. So, it doesn't seem like one of the first outbreaks was a military robot, but it was a coffee machine. And it seems like it was more of like a groundskeeper type robot. Sorry guys, in the state of Arkansas, we are going through a massive weather change where it was like steady 50s and above.
There's no smell to it.
And
not even Old Death.
Like 3 days ago, the weather dropped all of like 30 to 40 degrees. And every time it does that,
but I could get through.
It kicks my ass.
Are you still reading through?
Well, it gave me another one. Damn! Okay. So yeah, as the machine started to go out of control and was reported by a hair pulling incident, it went up the chain of command, and one of the guys from sales was like, yeah, that happened. And you want to know what I think about it? It's fine, because I saw them buy 40% more stock, and because they're buying not just regular stuff, they now buy our war class machines. And now I'm
But I can
trying
use them
to
as a
start
bridge
a
to get back
small war. Was I not supposed to fall?
Not yet. Off the ladder.
Looks like you can climb it.
Are you okay?
God, I hope so.
Good one,
I hope to God whenever Robin was like, I'm not feeling well, and I was like,
You couldn't have caught it instantly.
yes.
I think I caught whatever she had just a couple of minutes ago.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is, what I think I need is a drink. Oh.
Ah.
Okay, so this place has 12 floors, and I am on 3. Yes, I know it seems I'm going and doing a lot of stuff out of the way. I'm going to search a lot of random rooms.
Take a pair of repair.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other Chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
Questions we don't know answers to yet.
Okay. So what that just meant is those caves that I dive into to get extra, like, info and stuff.
The FSP-5 Khopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability.
Basically, those
Metamaterial
caves
construction
are...
delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the Swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Khopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter.
Sorry.
Main battle force
Useless
indeed.
Talking louder than you can speak.
Currently. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't trash. I just spit like all over it.
Whoa, 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 okay. That's fine, but like, what the hell is it? And what does it do? And why is it not trash?
Because it goes to my PSP. It's a little card that, like, basically, like, I have a game on my PSP that you put, once you put the disc in, it kind of plays like Pokemon Go. And you would go around your house and find different colors, and the different colors would mean different monsters. And so you would place this, like, on the pink right there. It would know that there's pink behind it and say, okay, cool. So we're gonna get you a pink love type creature, and now you're fighting that. And it would send you to do different kinds of stuff around your house. I got stuck and quit after it gave me my final mission to be a snake charmer, and you either had to know how to play the recorder or be able to whistle on pitch. Yeah, and something that when you ask a 12-year-old to do is going to easily get frustrated and be like, I don't understand and cannot do this because of an actual limitation. And it wouldn't let me go deeper into the game until I made it past that.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models, and you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
It is, sweetheart. That is exactly what he just told you they did. So it seems Ted started having, either he started having doubts or he wanted, I don't know. That was about Ted wanting to get answers about the afterlife. And Ted, to me, does not seem like the kind of guy that asks about the afterlife because he's worried not about dying. Oh, shit. So as this company started to get...
The corporation, they blamed this place for something. Something bad. Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
Okay. Up the thing we go, up the thing we go. Oh, how high must we go, up the thing.
Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. When life presents you with a choice...
Goosebumps. Come on, Aloy. Not even that cold.
Alright, one of these paths has to run it. Okay. So you can either do the straight climb and skip a level. So my question is then, what happens if you don't skip it?
This began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The Peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now what I can promise, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. And a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
Yes, but clever branding, Aloy, is when you make something to kill people, you normally say peace in the same name. Or, that's the name. It's meant to keep the peace, so it's meant to kill people on command. Yes, but it's meant to keep you safe from bad people. If I deem someone a threat, that's what they are. I wonder if we all thought that I wasn't going to make that jump. So to make more machines, the machines take over large patches of human real estate. Sure. Go. I wonder if this is going to do this thing again. curious about what happens when you venture off. Okay. So apparently some endangered whales got eaten. Now you're wondering, like, huh, that's telling you you can go up, so why are you going down? Well, because I believe I would have gotten here either way. I think I may have missed some information by skipping. But this is clear weekend, and we're going to see if we can clear the whole game in just a few days.
Alright, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
A weird spot.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone. Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here. But they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted. Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Is she threatening people?
Mm-hmm. Zero Dawn is her answer to
Look on the bright
his
side,
glitch.
Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
Right?
God forgive me.
You'll get some later.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
I remember the first time I played this game, I was like, oh, we're done here? And I walked off the edge.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the older ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Thero robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name.
Uh-huh.
Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
You have no idea what I've been through. How hard it's been. My whole life, I grew up not knowing who I am, or where I came from, and then come the Eclipse trying to kill me just because I look like this Elizabeth Sobek woman.
And they killed the man who raised you and you found in the mountain as a baby. I already know this through your focus.
The point is, every time I take a step forward, the answers slip farther from my grasp. You just don't understand.
It's not that I don't understand, Aloy. It's that I don't care. If the answers keep slipping away every step you take, then you best start running to catch up. Maybe then you'll realize just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger
I
mysteries.
don't know, the lights on, but the
The
fans
common
on.
thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Your intentions?
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse described him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the Old Ones had to destroy itself. Now if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
She got you.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
You said you've known for some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal. I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses, too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Oseram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a Metal Devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved. Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next.
Not really. I just feel like being prepared is smarter than being unprepared.
I just need you to use all your crap. You're grateful.
Alright, let's go.
Frost catching in my throat.
Yeah, homegirl, I know how that feels.
Yeah, it's me.
Easier when I was a kid.
I hate situations where they're like, oh, and fight now, and 0 setup time. Because you just were walking along, and then, boom, now you're being attacked. And now I'm all the way the fuck back up here?
Yes.
Before my reload. Are you, Jesus, I hate this. This is why I don't like when it puts you in a situation where, like, hey, you're gonna die because we didn't set you up to succeed. Which, I mean, that's what a video game is. I mean, they set you up to fail, you're supposed to have the skills to succeed.
Yeah.
And in that situation, I was well underprepared and took my death. But that's when things start getting interesting. So I start dying. So we're going to take a little bit of a journey to get back down. Like, it put me in a situation where it, like, gave me a blow, and now it's taking them all away. And the worst part is, guys, like, there's no setting up for this fight, because the fight comes, like, right after what's about to happen. So I'm gonna literally have to, like, drop over here, and from over here, it can see you, but you couldn't see it, because you can't see out there. But it's not going to come over here to fight you. It can't even see you.
Ooh, what should we get it for?
Well, let's make it defensive.
No, we're working back around. Can't see you, neither can hear. Might as well take a lot of things off.
So they woke up.
Tactical advantage over any robot, they will run because they can't attack you, and they know this. Now all targets are basically going to sit back. Tried to do now is take himself out of firing range. And see, what's funny about this is it knows that,
that thing. You need to get those things out.
Run, Kate, say.
What
the fuck happened? Some bullshit. Now you gotta do it.
I was like, I took one shot and died?
You blew up his canister, it was on fire.
Yeah, but I was outside the range.
Apparently it said no, bruh.
It hadn't even exploded when I died.
Weapons.
Screw it at this point. I'm not even using half those weapons. I'll reload what I need when I get there. I don't like taking extra deaths for no reason. I had that fight under control.
Totally had that shit.
And I swear to you, I was smashing triangle.
I'll edit this thing, okay?
And that just went death, 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 death. It wouldn't matter if I lose XP or not. I lose the items, and I lose... Actually, yeah, I do lose the XP, because I don't have it. That's why this game doesn't do a death count, is because it doesn't keep track of them, because as soon as you die, it does a previous save. To start spamming fire my way.
There! She's gotten above us!
So how is it spamming fire from the fuck over there? I can't even put an arrow in it from that distance.
There it is.
That's what killed me. A motherfucker with a rattler.
Just...
person hitting a person with 2 arrows at a time will kill them.
Found him!
Alright. So far I've lived at this point.
And now you kind of need to save.
Right? Like, saving is now, like, the most important thing.
In the entire fucking world.
Like, it should be more important than looting these bodies, I know. But it's not.
If you get all of these looted, and then go save, you won't lose anything. Be careful to watch yourself above.
Oh, rope burning frost black, chopping at hard ground. I miss Sunfall.
Oh, it's a cultist sniper. Where?
Ready or not.
I don't even know how to get out of here. I'm just gonna find a way out, hopefully.
Be wary.
You know what, I'm here.
Campfires there. Or you go by the campfire on the way
Well, let's see where it says, oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Where are you?
I'm here.
Okay.
And I get what it was last time. Like, I did this last time. And then I was like, well, before I end up over here,
Let me just go get that real quick.
let me go finish out Meridian
Oh yeah.
and go ahead and get that kind of stuff done.
I mean, if you're gonna play it all weekend, you might as well.
It's like, yeah. The Grave Warrior, yes. I have so many of these.
Yeah, might as well get 'em done. They probably would worth your while.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying that, like, alright. Well, this was
Life sucks, life sucks.
I'll find find out that life sucks if they don't walk the fuck away. Alright, so we're going to go back to Meridian and finish whatever quest line was in Meridian.
Yeah. I need this.
Because it's either that or we just start doing side quests where they are and go from whichever one's the closest to whichever one's the farthest.
Which is Weapons of the Lodge. It looks like the closest so far.
Yeah, it's not. I have to go to different places.
Well, currently it's the closest.
Okay. Or don't listen to what I just said.
No, I heard you. I'm listening.
It's like, 'cause I'm not seeing... Oh, this one. Oh, it's the level 30 hunting ground. What level am I again? Just now hitting level 30. And I'm a hoarder, so yeah.
Starting from lowest level. And then going from there.
No, I'm just checking the map for where things are. Alright, so I'll deal with the two that get me to come all the way up here, obviously last. Because these are right around where that main mission is. So those will obviously have to be last. But I do have some stuff towards Meridian to do. And I will do the Fatal Inheritance first.
This does not seem like a good place to be walking through.
Why?
I was just like, it seems like it. I didn't say it was.
I was like, I've already taken control of this place.
These will keep.
Alright, let's see what's up here.
Medicine!
I know what not to believe. kill both of them because I wanted to ride one of them.
Need them soon enough.
And we're gonna keep it moving.
Tricky! Slow-mo!
This'll last.
Peanut, lay down. So hard to watch your back, front and left.
Keep that for later.
Well, they're a necessary takedown because I need every single one of those blades now. Oh. That's not blades. I don't need those. I need to find something that, like, I can not take over. Well, yeah, take over, but not to make it a killing machine.
So what is it?
Yeah.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
I need a fox skin, rabbit skin, and turkey bone.
Fox skin, rabbit skin,
And what sucks is, like, I've been passing up some real good rabbit because I didn't think it was a rabbit that I needed. I thought I needed more.
Fox! Perfect. That is neat living.
Which are both useful for making potions. And I learned at every campfire you come across. You don't want to have to start over too far back.
Another fox.
Can't be too prepared.
Rabbit. Ow. Yeah. Fox done.
Know what I need? However, what it does mean is whenever I get to a point where I can actually see another merchant, all that stuff that I'm collecting that I don't need, I will literally just sell
Never know when I
them.
might need these.
That's a brilliant idea. Medicine everywhere.
Normally Usually when you see like a lot of medicine, that means there's also something very dangerous. And you know what I haven't come across in the wild yet?
What?
Just like stomping about. I haven't met a T-Rex in the wild.
Maybe you never know.
Huh. You would think I'd be around that point yet, because I've killed 3 or 4 of them at this point.
That was fire kill. Try that one. Nope, still fire kill.
Guys, I bring this up because at some point, life's just gonna get unfair like that. The game's gonna know, like, one, I'm not aimlessly hunting.
Oh no! That's not what you wanted to do. Well, do you want the blaze canisters? I don't think that's the one. Uh-oh. You say you kill my human. But that's no.
Like I said, the game's gonna get to the point where it's like, alright, you're not taking meaningless kills. And you're right, I'm not gonna keep at, for any reason, just like, oh, there's a thing in front of me. Yeah, I picked up Ridgewood, which is very much a mistake.
Uh-huh. What is... Oh, it's campfire.
Which means I probably should go hit that.
Yeah, it is campfire. You already hit it, I think.
Yeah, hit it again.
Okay.
Because you never want to be closer to your objective. Oh, there's no tall brush. Get me some tall brush. Because what I wanted to do a minute ago was get close enough to override, because I can ride this one. And I wanted a free ride. And now I can mount. And these aren't necessarily the fastest things in the world, but anything is faster than Aloy.
Yeah.
Get it while I can.
People. Not good people. Okay. Terrible people. What about these people? Everybody get it.
Yep.
Long leg!
Get out the way.
Not here!
Alright. I'll take that. Wasn't even my trap, but I'll take it.
Okay, no more sneaking.
That's not good.
just a bridge. That's what it was meaning. Maybe the bridge.
I was like, well, I'm not supposed to be trying to go that way. Now, I hate when the game is like, this is the way we want you to go. No, it's not. Oh, your bridge theory, like, yeah. Right, we will have carnivorous alligators. I know it doesn't seem like it's much faster than Aloy's running, but that was a lot faster than Aloy running. I'd have died a couple of times. Especially like back towards those alligators, because even though I said, oh, I'm not going to take pointless kills, I would have definitely tried to take those pointless kills.
This must be Ronamon's family estate.
Oh.
Oh.
So the question is, oh, it's a Ravager.
I saw it. I knew it wasn't a sawtooth. It had guns.
More of the reputation one.
Ooh, ew.
Okay, that's fine. What it just did was do an EMP blast.
It's almost there.
Yeah, that's the thing about a Ravager. It
I wonder what
thrashes
made these
until the
machines
end.
attack without warning.
I'm at an estate where I was told to come investigate.
Thank you. I didn't really believe anyone was coming for me. I think everyone else is dead.
Tell me what happened when the machines attacked.
There were screams. I came running. The Ravager ripped through the guards like dolls. My father pushed me into the larder. I heard him kill a Watcher. Then, blasts from the Ravager's cannon. Silence. I tried opening the door, but he'd locked me in.
He saved your life.
And I'll never be able to thank him.
Do you have any idea where the machines came from, or why they attacked so suddenly?
We've been seeing more and more machines around here every year. That's why my father hired more guards. But they've never attacked like this before. I have no idea what caused it.
Stay here. I'm gonna have a look around.
I will.
Humans are a
I
threat
need to take a
them,
moment
so
with my
they
father.
create more to start attacking. Investigate the estate, and I was like, oh, well, let's go search the grounds. Yeah, well, kind of what I have to do. That's a weird way to put that.
A key.
Oh,
I
look,
wonder
you
what
know,
unlocks.
keys so you can go upstairs.
We don't know if that's where that leads. This is the workshop, so I'm guessing into one of these buildings.
I need to get in there and look at that thing.
Enter the estate workhouse.
It's looking like it's going to be a long one. Or we can just simply open the door and make it look like you can climb it.
That device is sending out a signal. Could be what attracted the machines. Okay, that should cut the signal. But someone put this here to call on the machines. And kill everyone on the estate. found a lure. I think someone might have put it here deliberately to draw in the machines. Did your father have enemies?
Raniman. My brother. First there was gambling, then stealing, then extortion. He swore vengeance when my father kicked him out.
It was Raniman who begged me to come. He needed the machines cleared out to claim the property.
We can't let him. That murderous snake.
Can't let me do what, sister? Claim my inheritance?
We shared a crash, murderer. Have you no honor?
I guess not. But I will have this estate. When you meet Father in the next life, tell him I'm enjoying his movie. As for you, this little device will summon more machines. A lot easier than killing them itself.
But he's an idiot. Can you guess what those were?
From me too.
You're like, I don't care. I hate that.
No one...
Yeah, no, I assumed that when they picked him up and he was like, ah! I assumed he was dead. I was like, I don't even care.
I'm glad there are good people like you in the world. It helps to make up for scum like my brother. My father was always generous in his gratitude. A family tradition I would like to continue. Take this. I hope it will help you in your travels.
Well, that was stuck. You need any more rituals?
I don't think it matters what they think I need. They just give me what they want. 2 rope casters. Oh, I forgot. I got one of them for free. Alright.
You need to buy into Betty TV stuff. Lots of things.
Sorry guys, I really want to reload real quick because I'm going back to town finally. I didn't do this earlier because I thought it was a waste of all my materials. Alright, and now back to Meridian.
So wasn't that the dude from the Hunter's Lodge, or was...
I was like, I met one of those people, but like...
I haven't seen any Nora around here. Not since the raids, anyway.
I mean, it doesn't leave you straight to the elevator. It was gonna let you figure out what an elevator was.
I've got all the best food.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
You'll like what I have to start here. What I have. Check out these wares.
Metal lot here. Good prices. Fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court. Not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap mall lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap more lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap mall lens. It's good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg lenses at a time like this.
hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Carja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court. Like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
A snap-ma lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap-ma lens. What do you say?
I drove her off? That's rich.
Hunters, Grounder.
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose I could buy just the one.
You'd buy the wrong one. So give the hunter her shards for both.
Of course. Here you are. If this is the price I have to pay...
The price you have to pay? The Snapmaw lens might just cover the loss we take on the other.
It won't sell for a loss, charcoal burner. You'd pay handsomely for a long leg lens if you had an imagination.
I have an imagination. When you rattle that piece of junk around...
I told you from the beginning this wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation, that we would have class.
And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get his hands dirty.
As you wipe
I
machine...
literally didn't have to go anywhere because I had already killed them. But I did get 2,500 XP.
Nice.
So for killing things that I had already killed...
Rain's been building for long enough. Aaron said to meet him at the Sun Palace. That might be the time.
Okay, outfit. Let's see if I can buy the heavy armor that I want. You want 40 blaze? The fuck? Okay. So, can I get any new weapons? Blast sling? Nope, I need lance horns. Don't even want this thing. I mean, I kinda want it. I want it to say that I have it, not really to use.
What does it not do you any good?
It shoots shock arrows at a low voltage, freeze arrows at low voltage, and corruption, which is acid. So it might at some point, but I don't know what it would be good against. And this just does the little grenade throw. So like, yeah, like I don't need any of those. So is when we come to resources and you say, okay, starting from the bottom, now we're here. And there are a bunch of these that just say, like, what is this? Rusted scrap? Like that. Like that. Desert glass. You're right, I am. Because, like, all this desert glass does me no good.
Yep.
Washer lens. Oh. I have a bunch of washer lenses.
You could probably get rid of like 3 sets.
Get rid of 3.
And then keep the last one set.
Boar bones that I don't need for anything right now. Fox bones.
Don't know yet. Keep that in mind. Scrapper, broadhead, lancehorn, charger, stalker, sawtooth, glint hawk, trampler, bellowback, snap maul, long leg, ravager, lovely. So many. But you probably need them. You only have one.
No, because they tell you selling for metal shards.
Well, yeah. And I'm telling you the quantity of how many you have of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
'Cause
5
like,
of those. You are gonna have so much shit.
polished ancient charm, only good for selling.
Isn't that wonderful when it tells you only good for selling?
Yep.
Selling for metal shards.
No, it's ancient. And then, like, I just made a bunch of space, but all I had to do was sell a bunch of stuff that I wasn't already going to use. You come over here and you say, because, like, you can only put these, yeah, and they're resist this, resist that, resist fire. You're only ever going to be able to use one, guys. Now, handling, those you can use multiple of. Corruption coils. I don't have anything that uses corruption currently. Only seen like one item that is even going to get you corruption. Shock coils. If I buy that other thing that does shock, I might be able to use that, but we'll see. Yeah, I have. I'm not going to keep any of those because I have way better. Fire coil, fire coil.
You have 245, 138. There is 9%. I'm guessing the purple does higher percentage.
Yep, spear damage coil, which I don't know how the fuck you equip that to your spear, because I haven't been able to equip shit to my spear.
Did you really not?
Spear damage coil, spear damage coil. That's just a damage coil. That's just a damage coil. So we'll get rid of that one.
Keep it one.
And I guess I'll get rid of some of these lower damage coils as well.
Okay. That looks much better.
You'll like what I have to say. I like absolutely necessities.
coil on this? I think not. Use a way better tear coil, get better tear damage. Or lose like 4 points max on tear. It's not even a lot because it's not doing a whole lot. But gain a shit ton of fire damage, which will put down anything I hit with fire. Oh, and this one also does better handling. That's one. Because I have two. This does shock, tear, and damage up. So that helps like everything.
Significantly. That's nice, because that was your normal bow that you used.
Yeah, and then this is my sharpshooter's bow. Starting from the handling, which I have a 40, which also helps damage, so to keep that. The damage will do 41 damage plus a little bit of extra handling.
Really nice.
And then give this the big tear.
Yes, it needs it. Okay, so everything's gone up significantly.
Shock. I mean, we're using a 30 right now. It's going to go up by 11. Yeah. Yeah, but what I wanted to do was because I got 15 handling there, but I don't want to like give up my handling. But I wanted to see if I wanted to equip a fire here. But I think, because I haven't used the fire thing on this at all yet, so I think for now I'm only going to give it my little one. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take the loss. And this thing doesn't do damage like that, so I have a damage pool on that for like no reason. We'll give this one a better freeze. And I guess a better shock.
I've got all the best goods here.
Perhaps your travels have taken you through ancient ruins? Let us speak of it.
All right. What did you want to discuss?
You're an outlander.
No. Although some can be dangerous.
Then you may have come. They consist of a hollow cylinder. If you bring me...
Yes. Trade quickly. I have work to do.
I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins.
What do my tired eyes see?
A hunt, surely. Come, talk to me a moment.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see. Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching a sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Would you like to buy something today?
Any news about my stolen sword?
Not yet. I'll see what I can do about the robbery. Drops of blood leading away.
These aren't goods, they're necessities. Is that really?
Okay, so looks like we're gonna continue to go
I'm still
this
on the
way.
trail.
There's blood on the throne.
Still more blood. Thief got cut. Trail ends here. Someone must have seen the thief.
These aren't goods.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Damn. That sucks.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
Leave small children.
All the people in the world.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah, almost crashed into me too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Hope I don't burn in the sun.
3 times this week. Still can't find what I want.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Send them for the
These fucking Robin Hood think they lucky knowing motherfuckers. Oh, so I found out this interesting piece of information about the challenge that I had set out for when I beat video games now.
Take a look
from our local people at GameStop.
Take a look at these wares.
So I had said that from now on, if I beat a video game, like let's say Horizon, I will take it to a range that is at a friend of mine's aunt's house, and we'll just take one of our guns out, and we're gonna make the disc target practice. GameStop has a loss protection system. So let's say you break your disc in any way, shape, or form. As long as you have a piece or pieces of it, they will take them and they will replace it. So for like $1 extra on my game that I bought today, which the game was like $5, and it wasn't a game, it wasn't this game. It was just a game. I should have probably looked for this since I'm trying to clear the game this weekend, but I plan to try and stream doing that one.
Stocking up.
And our guys over at GameStop said they'd give us the hookup, and then we just have to go back to GameStop and replace the game. So if, let's say, for instance, if I bought like an electronic, I'll be buying two, but I could go back to buying discs.
Meridian. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
So from now on, I'll buy like a hard disk copy, unless like it's cheaper to buy a PSN network game, and then afterwards I'll go buy a hard copy disc if I need to later.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Carja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
There's a guard under the last king. Far cry from those days.
Now here comes the distance.
Yay! Sarcasm.
And I'm sorry guys, but like, if the option is run past all of this again, I'll fast travel for one of my 16 packs. You find them at random or you can buy them. And I have 16 of them, and trust me, I ain't fucked up about using a few of them yet.
It means that you don't have to travel distance and fight a lot of guns and die a long time.
And a lot of you are like, oh, well, like, you could have fought so many things. I could have. I wouldn't have. I would have just tried to get to the objective, because that's what I'm worried about doing. I was like, an exciting fight? I take exciting fights. But trust me, the game's not going to let you go without fighting, so the only thing I did was skip the ability to collect health. Which I would do that on the way back.
This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in. Nassan off. There should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went.
And if you thought I was getting out of, like, the running around part, nah. The game knows when it puts you up against a wall and you're going to try and get out.
I'll find a use for you. The Shadow Karja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside.
What the fuck? What in the actual fuck? kidding me?
I'm gonna die. Losing blood. We're getting picked off. I'll survive. Something broke.
Okay, so you're not fucking wrong.
Let this deliver the final blow.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? How the hell all these people didn't die?
Saving these for the trail.
What's really sucky is I know that wasn't all of them. There were all those people in there still one left.
We've gotten Hassan all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
Eyes on! Ah! Ah! Got me! Oh! I'll survive! Ah! Got me! Oh! Ah! What else you got? Ah! I'll survive! I'll survive! Oh! Got me! What else you got? Trick me! What else you got? Got me! Ah! Trick me! Let this impale! I'll survive! Oh! I'll survive! Ah! 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 Got me! Ah! May this
Whoa!
got you!
I got you.
What else you got?
This'll do. Kinji has sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
Quick!
Save these for the trail. Kindy, you've told me about the cause. Did you lose the shipment?
No. It's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall that will be happy to see it.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named Ravon. If you're honest with him, I think he'll help.
Beg a high blood for help? But after everything you've done, I can't refuse. But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall. Be safe.
Yay! Now we get to run fast. It's a bunny mini rabbit skin. Rabbit skin!
I was like, I don't think it matters. If it was cooked or not.
Oh yeah. Fox skin. And turkey belly.
I'll tuck that away.
It's the pretty red one.
We're going to Meridian. We're not supposed to be going up the hill.
Sad hill.
Although she's like, it's not gonna try for you.
Might need that.
Sounds good.
Maybe you should use him on every animal.
Well, when Blaze is the easiest way to cause a lot of damage.
I mean, I understand that, but if you're not collecting enough of it, then you can't use it all the time.
Better we put it out.
Kill you.
You need to hide!
Oh, do you now?
Wanna play? Here's your invitation!
Well, I'm trying to do. Anybody else?
Because you can't just show up to a campfire and be like, yeah, let me save.
At least they have stuff. Like resource supply box.
You mean full of fucking wood?
Who knows?
I just want to fucking get to Meridian.
Uh-huh.
And we're running, and we're running, and we're just gonna keep running.
I love this bit.
Wonderful.
Saving these for the trail.
Well, we're at least coming up on the town.
I've seen this 4 times
We're
already.
going down the valley to the shadow of death. One last trip. Oh,
Should be out there fighting machines, not.
You know what's funny? The fact that this game's mechanic was you can either override an animal to ride
Aaron
it,
said to meet him at the Sun
or
Palace.
you
That might be the
can
time.
walk.
Won't stop at our side. Pick off the strongest of our
They shoot for you to like seriously over it. I like how it made you go all the way
A
around.
man
it.
named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find a flame.
So
That's done.
your rifle was a wood box. You got 2 errands to run.
I'm looking for a campfire.
My wife was cheated by one of those sun-cursed Oseram merchants yesterday.
I mean, do you know where to go? Because I'd love for the instructions on left, right, straight.
Machines or bandits try to get past.
Oh, look, he found it all on his own. He didn't even need my fucking directions.
No forge from the campfire.
Alright guys, I'm getting off. I'm fucking annoyed.
You gonna push it or what?